Hello everybody, this is Burgback coming to you with another Starcraft 2 commentary. And in this matchup we'll have IdrA spawning here as the green Zerg, and his opponent will be Warshop spawning as the purple Terran. And look at this, good luck, have fun from Warshop, and a good luck, have fun from IdrA. I don't know if this is the real IdrA, folks. This could be like the apocalypse coming down upon us. So, we'll see how it goes. This is just weird to see him say this. I mean, he did say that during the IEM, so who knows? But it's odd to see that coming from IdrA. And in the last game, you saw IdrA go against Bubba, and Bubba, of course, beat him just with a Baneling bust in the beginning there. Not a whole lot of action with those Banelings. It was kind of a crapshoot with that. But coming in with Zerglings and just putting constant pressure on IdrA. IdrA just having to pull out of the matchup between those two, and we saw Bubba win. So we'll see how IdrA goes, responds with Warshop here. We'll see how Warshop decides to build, and see how IdrA counters that here. Of course, bringing down the racks right at the ramp here. Might see a wall off come up here. We probably will. Pretty basic there for Terran players. And Warshop, sorry, coming up and starting to see what IdrA's up to in his base. Of course, at this point of the game, he's not going to see a whole lot. He does see that extractor down, does see the spawning pool down. It's pretty basic coming from IdrA, coming from any Zerg player, really, just to get that at the 14 pool. So, pretty basic. We'll just see what goes on here, as it looks like IdrA bringing a drone down to start scouting as well. It'll get there before that Overlord gets there. And of course, Warshop not seeing that expansion go out, so he says, alright, well, we'll head... Oh, no, we will not head back. We will go into the main again. We'll see what happens there. And it looks like a Marine starting to come down. Was going to try and wall off there from IdrA getting in, but it looks like IdrA got in before that. And it looks like IdrA just coming in here and, yeah, going for that extractor. Looks like Warshop bringing that SCV out, going to go for this expansion area just to see when IdrA goes for it. If IdrA goes for it, you might see a push. Going for that metabolic boost on those Zerglings. Again, a pretty standard play. And it looks like Factory now coming down for Warshop here. So we probably will see some Hellions come out of this as well. Pretty standard against Zerg as a Terran player. And this extractor up here, nothing going after it. I'm surprised we're not seeing this Marine come out here to try and shoot that extractor down yet. And we do see a reactor coming down. We might just see a tech swap here as the Rax lifts off and brings down this factory. I would definitely say that would be a great thing. Go with those Hellions against a bunch of Zerglings. I mean, they do great damage against these Zerglings here, but it looks like just waiting for IdrA to come up here and leave again before switching these buildings up. Of course, also waiting for the reactor to finish. I might add that would be also a great thing to do. And again, not going for this extractor at all yet. I'm kind of surprised that he's not going for that. That gives pretty much free vision in the base right now for IdrA. So again, I'm really not sure why we're not going for that yet. I'm sure Warshop has a reason, unless he just kind of forgot and hasn't been trying to go for that gas yet. Again, not sure. But we are building another tech lab here, going for 2 tech labs. Probably going to see some Marauders come out from Warshop here. And up here in IdrA's base, we do see the expansion come out, starting to saturate it, bringing down a spine crawler to help defend. Looks like we do have 2 Hellions up here trying to take out what they can. Going into the mineral line, going to start taking these drones out. IdrA pulling those drones off the line, putting them in the corner there. Oh, and they're coming up, but these Hellions weren't even aiming for it. We're going for that spine crawler. So we're up to 4 Hellions here now. And again, going for those Marauders in the stim pack. Going to go for a heavy ground army here. It looks like 4 Warshop. And again, forcing IdrA to pull those drones off. Zerglings coming up. This spine crawler just not getting hit at all and starting to go crazy on these Hellions. Another Queen coming down for support if needed. And it looks like he did fend that whole attack off. And it looks like IdrA now going in with his Zerglings into into Warshop's base if he could make it in there. But of course, we do have a wall off here. One lone Zergling going up there and getting killed by all these Marauders. And of course, IdrA just pulling back now with more spine crawlers coming up here for added defense. Always a great idea, especially against Hellions. I mean, Hellions are great, but these are armored units, not going to be getting killed that easily by Hellions. Of course, these Marauders, that is a different story. Marauders can do really well against these spine crawlers, except if they get surrounded by these Zerglings, it could be sayonara for those Marauders as they come up here, bringing the Queen down for a little bit extra support, it looks like. As in come these Marauders, the Queen getting out there, and look at the range on these, just easily hitting these Marauders and the Hellions as they're coming up, and another one on the way here. Zerglings coming in around, pushing the Marauders into the corner there, getting us around a little bit. IdrA bringing 2 spine crawlers up, trying to close the barn door here, so to speak, as more Marauders coming up. Really good use here, lining them up in a square, keeping them separated a little bit, just layering them in, and forcing Warshop just to pull back as he cannot get past that. And IdrA sending in the Zerglings, starting to go after these Marauders, getting the surround on a couple of them, and Warshop just getting creamed here by these Zerglings, as not able to do anything right now, as these Zerglings just surrounding and just trying to bring in more units. But I think these Zerglings, oh, they might, yeah, they do have it. Warshop just getting killed by these Zerglings, and it looks like, oh, coming up here again, but getting pushed back by the Marauders up on the high ground there and walled off, as IdrA starting to go back and lick the wounds that are left on his remaining Zerglings, as it looks like IdrA is in a pretty good lead here now. Bringing up a Hydralisk Den now, going for the Gru's Spines for that extra reach. And down here in Warshop's area, he is going for another command center, going to try and take this expansion. We already have a couple racks here, and now finally going after that extractor. It's been a while. Been a while now, and finally deciding to take it down, bringing down an engineering bay as well. And it looks like up in IdrA's base here, we're pretty much status quo, just going with what we have, waiting for some money to income here, and also just waiting out for the overlords here to get some more supply for his units. And again, just switching out now the tech, bringing the factory down onto a tech lab, and bringing the racks down onto a reactor. Going to start really pushing out these Marines, it looks like, and pushing IdrA's Overlord out, waiting for this command center to come up and come down here to get this expansion. It looks like IdrA now coming out with, oh no, it looked like he was going to bring out a scout, going for these rocks now, looking to expand up here as well. Really focusing a little bit more on his macro as we keep going on here, bringing out 7 Hydras. Really good, especially with that range. And if they're on the creep, even better. They go really slow off the creep there, but with the creep, they're hugely fast. Hugely fast. Not sure if that's the proper term, but I'm sure I'll get corrected on that as we go on. And it looks like IdrA now starting to push out, getting ready to push out, bringing those spine crawlers up and onto the creep down here as he's starting to get ready to do a push out with his units, bringing out his overlords as well. Probably going to be dropping creep. Yeah, they are set to drop creep, so we'll probably see them come out and drop and roll here, just spreading the creep out, just getting that speed. And these spine crawlers just kind of sitting here pretty, just waiting to advance, as of course they need the creep to get down into the ground. And it looks like, oh, look at this, all these bunkers just coming down, getting ready, but it could be too little too late, as these 2 lineups here, Stimpack Marines and Marauders against all these Hydras. Hydras is coming in. Oh, it's looking close here, but it looks like IdrA does have the lead here in units, and taking down these bunkers and taking down what remains here of the Marauders and Marines and the GG from Warshop, as IdrA definitely having the upper hand here with these Hydras. Really good tech switch here going into the Hydras, and not even needing these spine crawlers that were coming up to try and advance here. So good play here by IdrA, getting allowed to macro up a little bit and show his might against the Terran War Machine of Warshop. So again, great game, but good game from both sides of the map. And again, leave your feedback down below. Please make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.